A7 right now. Finishing on that A, right? Just in the scale. Now it's going up to that D. Letting it ring out on that D. Back to that A, right? Now here comes the turnaround, so we go up to the E. D. Down to the A. Back up to that E. And that's the last note we're playing, so I'm just... Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ty from 10 Thumbs Pro, and today we're talking about better blues phrasing, alright? So, to make this lesson is targeted at showing you how you can use the notes within this scale to match notes that are in the chord that you're playing over, specifically the root note. If that sounds like a lot of fancy mumbo jumbo, we're going to have some visualizations on the screen so you'll still be able to follow. It helps to have a working knowledge of the A minor pentatonic scale, which I consider to be, after the E minor pentatonic, the second scale you should learn, and maybe the most important scale on the guitar, alright? Because a lot of shapes are going to come from that. It's a very good place to get comfortable with improvising, as well as 12-bar blues. If you don't know anything about that stuff, there's links below because we already got you covered. If you do know it, then you got a head start, okay? Patreons, you have a PDF that starts at $1 a month. You can always give more, but if you do, you have a PDF in front of you to follow along with every single lesson, and it'll accelerate your learning as well. But you don't need those things to learn. We have all the resources you need. All you need is your guitar, brain, and attention span. If you have those three things, let's go ahead and look at our blues phrasing. Let's do it. Follow me on it. Alright, so time to get some better blues phrasing going. I'm excited about this one. Okay, real quick, like I said in the intro, you're going to need the A minor pentatonic. Real quick review. As well as a basic understanding of a 12-bar blues. Okay, and if you need a little more extra help with that, the basic is going to be 4 bars of A7. Then we're going to go with 2 of D7, 2 of A7, 1 of E7, 1 of D7, 1 of A7, 1 of E7. Okay. So if you need more help with either one of those concepts, I encourage you to check the links below because we have more on both of those concepts. But today we're really kind of looking at how to make these two things connect a little more, or how can what we do with our scale really stick to the chords better. And the easiest and best way to do that is to start with chord tones. Specifically, the root is the easiest. Okay, why is the root the easiest? Because 5th fret, if you make that A7 bar chord, that 5th fret there, or the first note in our scale, is the A note, okay? Which is the root of our 1 chord, A7. If you go down 1 string, this D note here is the root of our 4 chord, or our D7. And 2 frets over, we have our E note. So we have our root, 5th fret, right below it, next string, 5th fret, the 4, and then we have another E on the 7th. Now, octaves. To find the same note an octave up from your E string, you go down 2 strings and up 2 frets. Which means here, in our A minor pentatonic, we have another A note right there. Cool, right? Right above it, A note, A string, over 2, down 2. Same formula to find the octave. You have another D note right in our scale. And up from that D note, out of the shape we know, a whole step up we have our E note, the other root note of our 5 chord. So while we're improvising, let's say right now up to this point you are just kind of running through scales, trying to make something work. Okay, that's cool. You start to develop your own style, you start to see what works. You're having some fun, but if you really wanted to stick to that chord progression, you're going to think about resolution. Resolution is the last note you play, and the last note you play should stick to the chord. Easiest way, again, that root, that chord tone. Now, it's not the only way, but it's a great way to get these ideas your feet wet with these ideas. I encourage you to write out all the notes for all the chords and then compare them with the scale and see which resolution you have available on each chord. But today we're doing the basic of the most simple resolutions. So let's go ahead and put a 12-bar loop on, and we can get a feel for what these sound like when we're playing with another guitar player. All right, let me get my looper ready. All right, so I got my looper up ready. I'm gonna be playing some 9 shapes, okay? So I'm not gonna be playing the 7, I'm gonna be playing the 9. I like the way they sound, a little funkier, okay? They work the same though, because they're dominant chords. Just a basic blues in A. You turn it down. Okay, so now we got this basic blues in A coming. Here comes a turnaround. E note, D, A. So let's go ahead and do the 12 bars and let's just try to play the root note on the first beat. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. D note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Alright? Now let's do it again with this A up here. There's our D. Back to that A. And this is what you should practice at first, okay? E, D, A. So now we're going to try to make licks and just have that last note be the last note of the chord we're licking on. So it's finishing on that A, right? Just in the scale. Now it's going up to that D. Letting it ring out on that D. Back to that A, right? Now here comes the turnaround, so we go up to the E. D. Down to the A. Back up to that E. And that's the last note we're playing. So I'm just improvising. All this is improvised, right? I'm just rotating around these notes. Extra bonus if you can hit them right on the 1, alright? That sticks really nice. Alright, so go ahead. I'm going to turn the loop off 1 second. Okay, so the first time you're going through, guys, you're getting these jam tracks, you're just trying to find those root notes, okay? I'll put some links to some jam tracks below too as well, standard 12-bar blue ones and keys, because it's good to transpose this. This is the A minor pentatonic, because you know the root. You want the G pentatonic, same shape, but you find the G note, E, F, F sharp, G, same shape. So if you're playing a blues in G, all these same concepts work. Blues in B. B note. Our 1. There's our 1 up there. Or there's our 4. Back to our 1. 5, 4, 1. Alright? So these ideas aren't really teach you licks, but teach you how to play with your phrasing. Because you start playing with this more and more, you're going to really start to feel those changes underneath you, and your solos are really going to start to stick to your harmony and rhythm. Okay? It's also phrasing. Like I said, timing is a big part of this too. But the first thing you should do, just try to hit those roots on the way around, and try to use the notes within this scale to make cool little notes. I mean, you could even keep it simple. Because a lot of blues is simple, and just try to finish on that note that's on the right chord. And that's the beginning to your blues phrasing. Obviously there's more to it. We'll keep this concept coming, we'll keep it developing, but that's plenty to get you started, alright? Okay, 10thumbspro.com. Subscribe. Subscribe and learn. Thumbs up if it helped. Rock and roll, everybody. Alright, everybody, so that was it. Now you can jam a little bit. You can start to hear the chord progression underneath what you're playing a little bit. That'll take your playing to the next level. Now, obviously, there are other ideas like getting mixolydian phrasing in there, or mixing major and minor, the blues note, the major third. There's some other things you can do, but we just really wanted to show you the tip of the iceberg to really get you thinking about how your solos and your licks and your fills can stick and fit better to your progression. This can leave the world of blues too, all right? Chord tones is not limited to these ideas. Essentially, chord tones on the harmony is what melody over the chords is what creates harmony, all right? So have fun and play with that, and think resolution, the last note you play. All right, everybody, until next time, keep on rocking and rolling.